Welcome, my lovely Taurus people. This is your bonus Cartomancy reading because you had the most views, over 400 views for a single video for this week's very dense, complicated reading. We have a lot of stuff going on overhead. We had that full moon in Sag on Monday, and that energy is still pulling crap for me. I cried without reason on Monday. I don't know why. And then yeah, apparently it's really hitting the women just amazingly hard. And then, of course, we are have, of course, the 4-month transition of Jupiter retrograde over us. That is realizing the connection between efforts and fortune as opposed to job and paycheck. But today is actually June 21st. It is the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere. It'll be in Sun in Cancer, so we're now all this complication. We're all up in our feels. Not to mention, we're also in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. Expect communication problems galore. Last year it was like pulling chaotically, mind you, pulling people I shouldn't be communicating with away from me. Like it was like impossible to talk to some people that I wanted to talk to that I shouldn't talk to. And I later found out some of those people were enemies. Oh my gosh, Taurus. Frenemies, I guess, is what we call them nowadays. But this is your bonus reading. We'll see what Mercury brings, but it was so chaotic last year. Everyone felt it in the biggest way. It was just a lot of just like wiggling around in there. It kind of feels like when you have surgery and or even exploratory surgery, but you know somebody's been poking around in you when you wake up, even if you haven't had any incisions. Oof, gross. But anyway, Taurus, I know you can understand all that grounding, all that craziness above you. Taurus is my big, I love Taurus because they are the women, female, feminine, uber feminine sign, which means they are uber enhancers. They make things better, and I love that about Taurus. You're just so amazing with that. I just have so many in my life, and that you do. You make life really much better. All right, me being the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on LifeCraftAction, nurturing ourselves and nurturing others. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to put me in the reading. I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards and see just general energy, and then I'm going to pull some action movement cards. Spread, just real basic reading. We got enough energy over us that we don't need to think about it too hard. Right now, Taurus, my lovely Taurus, thank you for that like, Gigi, by the way. Last night, I was really just so tired and struggling, and you and another very lovely Aquarius sent me some messages, and I feel much better. And then, of course, I talked to my Aquarius sun for half an hour, and oh my gosh, I knew you'd like that, Taurus. Okay, the energy you're coming into is just great, balanced energy. These are all even cards. This is a 6 of spades. This is victory in work, communication. It's like getting the job. And now you take a deep breath and you're like, I made it. And now you got to get to work, though. But and then this 4 of spades. It's like 4 of spades is the only, Clovers is the only Clover card that talks about really coming together with somebody else. But it's about setting down roots, establishing yourself. Usually it's about honeymoon and maypole dancing and what have you. But in this instance, especially since nobody else is around you, this is all about you, Taurus. This is you not moving forward in that area because you are balancing your money, your 8 of diamonds, your values, your pentacles. You've gone through some changes. You've made some adjustments. You don't got time for love. So you're preparing. Sure, you're preparing your home and heart for love. But you're just going to stop there right now. It's kind of what I feel. Unless we pull somebody. But I feel Taurus is, since when I pull my little funnel spread here, this first card is your absolute energy. What is like the energy you're running with? You definitely got the job. If you haven't got the job, you will get the job. And it will set the other cards in motion. This 4 of Clovers. You feel like you can make room and have a relationship. you can have a family, you can have a happy home. It's that realization because you're balancing your pentacles with this new success and victory in work. And of course, yes, you're going to start that new job. That Ace of Spades is starting that new job. You're a little bit defensive. Usually if you're starting a new job or new work or a new idea, sometimes the ideas hit you a little rough. Seven, and you also realize there are things you don't know. It's kind of that feeling, the Seven of Spades. You are a bit defensive, yes, but just taking that information, definitely be wary of information, any information anybody gives you. Always be discerning and understand where this information is coming from and what it's used for. But I don't think it's, I think it's just your usual, okay. Sometimes, you know, going left instead of right just really messes with your head. So it's kind of that feeling like really, okay. These are your cards, though. These are all your cards. This is you, King of Diamonds. This is you standing in your Taurian earthy power. Absolutely. Wicked Dragon. Ooh, with the fire of flame. And it's lit. So you're doing well, Taurus. This is a good work spread. You're having a victory with a major victory and completion with this 10. You can own this. By the end of the week, you being a Taurus, you're going to take in that information. You already know how to make it better. Like I said, this is you standing in your power. By the end of this period, this is just a general energy reading, so it's like upcoming energy. The result here, I think it's going to be like a week or two, and you're just going to feel great. You're going to feel Seven of Diamonds, Wine, Women, and Song card. You're going to go out after like your 90 days or your first week or your first month, that moment when you're like, yeah, or when you get your first paycheck. This is probably when you get your first paycheck, knowing my Taurus people, that you're just going to wine, women, and song and just going to go out and do a little drinking. This card is upside down. That usually indicates a hangover. Even if you don't get hangovers, I really don't get hangovers, but if I stay up all night, I will be sicker than if I actually had a hangover, no matter how much I drink or how much I don't drink. So remember, hangovers can come from many things other than alcohol, but this shows that you're going to be lagging a little bit, so try not to do it on a work night because everything's going so well for work. I don't even know if you need advice cards because you have these sevens, you're because you have those sevens, you're really thinking it through, Taurus. The Seven of Diamonds and the Seven of Clovers. You're really putting the effort in, the work in, the thought in, the consideration in. You're just so driven. Aries loves this energy. It's that boss lady, CEO, big daddy kind of energy. It's just very, ooh. You can soften up a little bit. You are in your Queen of Diamonds. This is the financial security above all. You can actually enjoy this job, and you might as well. Or this new work, whatever you're getting into, even if it's a side job or something really small, there's something about it that just really tickles your fancy. Something about it that really motivates you and moves you, so you can enjoy this, and you will enjoy this. It's going to take you way further than you thought. King of Hearts, that is a water sign, that is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It could also be you as a parent. It's definitely standing upright in your nice power. It's just like you should stand in your kingly energy as the parent, as the, you know, the emotional king of everybody, but you need to soften up yourself as your queen, as this financial security overall. Don't be afraid to enjoy and celebrate. This is a celebration with the Three of Hearts, but it's upside down. It's in reverse. Two hearts are down. It just means that either it's not your celebration, it's like you're the one joining into this celebration, or it means that even though you're celebrating, there's something not right for you. There's something that you're holding back on, or let's see. Jack of Spades, Jack of Fire. Oh, wow. Yeah, breathing fire, that young initiate coming in. Right, it's like you're the young person in the room now. It doesn't matter your age. You may not be age-wise the youngest person, but you definitely are the newbie. And even though you're celebrating, you're being cautious about the celebrating. I feel like this Wine Woman Song card might be a work event, and why this 3 is upside down, and I notice it is behave. It's like you can celebrate, but you know you can't celebrate that much because you're with the new job that you're just like, I love this job. It's just so me. All right, let's pull some action cards and see where we can get you. Because this is like the energy of, yeah, you can do this. Whatever you're working on, Taurus, that spread was just, you got this. Congratulations. Something is coming through. It's definitely a victory in work, appearance. You definitely hit a mark. And if you haven't hit it yet, it's coming. If you feel like you're due for a win, it's coming. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, dear. Oh, wow. Wow. Yes. Did I say you were going to have a win? That's all 3 kings. This is life-changing, but not just life-changing, it's ownership of your life. This is the Clovers. This is you in the middle with the earth. And then there's the king of air. What is with all these? I'm going to just not do a usual spread. I'm just going to ask, what is with all these kings here for my Taurus? What is with all these kings here for my Taurus? You're in charge of something, aren't you? You might be taking on a more boss-like position, or you get promoted very quickly. It is, again, you're very defensive because you're very strong. I think you're having a little trouble standing in your power. This king of earth, this red dragon, is in reverse. It's not hard to see right now because I'm terrible with the light. Yeah, I think you're having a little trouble standing in your power. You're feeling a little defensive. You're really thinking it through about how you should present yourself, how you should manage your time and yourself. It's not enough that they told you how to do the job. Yeah, you're just really up in your head. And another 3 with this. This is the separation card then, because with the 2 hearts down again, it's like you and 2 other people. It's a celebration, but it's almost like maybe 2 people take you out. There's a separation. It's like 3 people in a room, and there's going to be some really brutal truths coming out in that. It's like, oh, we're going to celebrate this, this, and this, but it's oh, I don't know. It's like a confession. It's almost like a hard, it's just such hard truths coming at you. It's making you very defensive, putting up your swords. The understandings you're receiving while standing in your power and feeling, you kind of feel like a working, joyful heart, like your emotions are working for you again. That is a 3 all as well. I forgot to mention that. Like they're getting going. You feel like you're getting alive again if you've been down. I kind of felt that energy of a Taurus down when I first started. Yeah, you're going to be able to balance this truth into your life quite easily. And you're going to have to readjust the way you're feeling. You're going to have to restart that because you've got a new idea. With this Ace of Hearts, you got a new idea of like a download or an understanding, probably something from these hard truths that you're taking in right now, but you're taking in and you're balancing them. And with this 8, something about your heart was beating again. You kind of got things going again. You kind of got in your energy, and you had to take a step back and be like, okay, gotta adjust. Here we go again. Step forward. It's not a restart. It's definitely a continuation. You don't restart, you take a break, and you continue on. Yeah, you got a little heart battle going on. A little contention with people. Things just aren't the way they're supposed to be. You're a little disappointed. I don't think this is part of the work spread. It is just the fact that you have a little more freedom than you thought you would, but it's not, you can't put it where you want to put it. And that's perhaps because you did go through a breakup. This is the heartbreak card, separation card, 3 of spades. It's usually 3 swords going through a heart. It's pretty wicked. And you do definitely have, you're going through some troubling times with disappointments in heart and love. Somebody you love's let you down. Certainly you've gone through some hard truth with that 7 coming in. And of course this Joker is on this lovely bike. It's totally steampunk. But she's Excelsior, riding forward, moving forward. This is not what you wanted, but you really need to move forward. And you are using your energy, that kingly energy, to get into that, Taurus. Some advice for my Taurus. Either you need some advice from a wonderful Queen of Clovers, or you need to come in as more nurturing. Actually, this is in reverse. This is less nurturing. This is, I nurtured you, and you did not grow, and you did not change. And in fact, you used the fruits of my labor, and I'm going to beat the crap out of you. And because that's an Aries angry card, but I feel this is your energy, my Taurus. Let's get some advice for you. Yeah, victory in love. Let it be. But victory in love. 6 of Hearts is the victory in love and home, meaning let home be what it should be. You can't really control your home. Kind of happens the way it happens. We kind of come together the way we come together. Some of these contracts are soul contracts that we made before we were even born. You kind of got to surrender to it a little bit more for your happiness. Definitely surrender for your happiness. I surrendered. So, okay, yeah. Removing what no longer serves you. 9 of spades. You've pulled the card that says, ooh, that card just wanted to pop out. Let's see what it is. Yeah, you're definitely, but you're having trouble removing certain things from your life because it is in reverse. So you're just feeling like, I do know that things need to go, and you probably feel the energy of these people or these things leaving you now that you've moved up a step in your life in work and in love in terms of overcoming. That's 3 King energy is pretty like, and none of it is love. None of it is the King of Hearts. You pulled the King of Hearts in the prior spread, but this is all about your work, your life, your value, your spirit. This is not about you connecting with others. This is about you managing yourself, even though others are around you, which is very important that you're not managing yourself, only responding and reacting to others. That's very negative for you. This card just wanted to pop out. It's the 2 of Hearts. The 2 of Hearts is a fear of love. It's apprehension. But it is in the upright, meaning you're working through it. You're giving it a go. You're going to be very willing. Your heart is healing a lot. Oh, you did pull an 8. 8 is heart healing. This is a lot of healing because it's balancing this energy, but it's also healing. And you're protected for that healing. It's supposedly you in the middle right there. All right. That's a pretty good reading, Taurus. I am beat up from the energies above us. This is totally like in the middle kind of feeling, but you did pull all those beautiful kings. Definitely pulling that energy for yourself because you are in charge. The Emperor, the King, the Empress, the royalty. Remember, that's where you are pulling your energy from, into yourself and out of yourself for these big successes and these big advances you're making. Congratulations. And have a great week, my Taurus, and a great summer.